Hey guys, welcome back. We are outside again. It's another beautiful day. Gotten all my spring cleanup done, and now it's time to plant some plants that I have bought. And spring's the perfect time because I can kind of see where the bulbs are. And this winter and spring, early spring has been nice because I can see where I need some more evergreens and where I might want some more ground covers. Let me show you what plants I have. Okay, I've had this heather for a couple weeks. I picked it up at Home Depot, and this is my favorite one. And I don't hear very many people talk about heather very much, and it is just an amazing plant. It's an evergreen. It'll stay looking like this all winter long, so it looks almost like a little pine. And then starting about January or February, it gets these beautiful purple blooms on it, and they last forever. What is this, March? So like they probably last like 2 or 3 months, I would say, here, kind of depending on your weather. They're not quite as vibrant now. I'll maybe insert some video of them in the winter. It's like the first thing that brings color in the garden, late winter, early spring. It's one of my favorite plants, and they're cute little round bushes, so they get about 24 by 36 inches tall and wide. And yeah, I just don't hear people talk about them. This is Heather Kramer's Red Rote. They had another one. It was like called Mediterranean or something. It was a little bit cheaper. They had them in smaller cans. These ones were like $22.98, so you can probably find them in your garden center. Let's see. Yeah, $22.98. The other one was about $10, but I just love this one so much, and I know the habit of it, and that one looked a little bit different, and the blooms were already fading, and these were vibrant, so I thought maybe these blooms might start a little bit later and last a little bit longer, so I just kind of spent the money and picked up all of them in this size. So I just thought these are like the perfect to plop in some spots, because I know sometimes like these evergreens, this one stays pretty small, but some of the other evergreens, my husband's got the tractor. He's working on the tractor today, so might have a little bit of that background noise too. But anyway, this stays kind of small, but a lot of things like the Mugo pine, eventually they get kind of big. And so I think these are the perfect size to tuck in smaller spaces. And I like them on a border, and then you could put a little ground cover in front of them. They're just so cute. And like I said, they look like a little pine. They're the perfect little evergreen, and see all the bright new green growth on it. Oh, they're just awesome. So I have a few spots that I want to plant those that definitely need some evergreen interest, and then I have another juniper blue star in a spot that I want to stick next to another one. And then in the front, I definitely want some more white. I have a I think it's called Snow Cap out front. But I really like Rockcress a lot, and it looks similar as far as the bloom. I'll show you the snow cap, and you can see the difference. But this one I feel like is pretty drought tolerant. I had bought some little tiny ones last year and planted them, and I think they were just too small, and it was kind of during the summertime, so they just got too hot. But I feel like I have this in a few areas out back. And we had such a dry winter, and they still looked really healthy. So I feel like these are fairly drought tolerant in our area. So I think they're going to be pretty good. This is the accent white. Let's see what it says about. Yeah, they can take full sun or part shade, which is nice. They're really good for borders and edges. I have a lot of rocks, so I think I want to incorporate quite a few more of these types of ground covers. I've noticed I used to just like plop different colors in different areas around my rocks, but I kind of like now to keep things a little cohesive. So I'm going to plant some of these out front, 3 of them next to my rocks, and then I have 2 that I'm going to stick out in some rock areas out back. And how much were these? These were like, yeah, $12 at the garden center close to me. And then this I picked up at Costco. They always have such good deals on perennials. And where's the tag on this one? This is Phlox. This is another good one too. I do think I like Rockcress a little bit better. I think it blooms a little sooner and seems to last a little bit longer, but I love Phlox too. It's such a nice one. This is like the ground cover Phlox. This is Woodlander. Of course, this blooms in spring. It spreads out pretty wide, 8 to 12 inches, and it's 6 to 9 inches tall. And yeah, I just love any of these type of plants around rocks. And like I said, I have a lot of rocks, so we'll find a spot for those. I think I'm going to plant it out by the creek in that big, tall rock garden next to my blue spruces. So I'm going to gather all these up, and then we'll go look at all the spaces we're going to put them. But I'm just happy to have more of these tucked in my yard. Okay, so here are a few heathers that I have. I have one back here and then I have this one here, and you can see just how bright they are. And in the winter, it's just so nice to look out here and just see that bright pop of purple. And it's like a pinky purple, one of my favorite colors. And it's just full of blooms. And then I have a couple more over there that you can probably see in the distance, maybe like right here. We'll go look at those too. But I think I'm gonna plant them over here in this garden bed. So this is a place I've been trying to get more winter interest. So I'm gonna plant the other juniper right here next to this one. So there's two of those. I'll probably plant it actually where that single tulip is that doesn't look that great. And then I'm gonna put the 3 heather here. So I'm gonna put like one here, one there, and one there. And I think that would be so perfect. And then we'll have that pop of purple in the spring. And I like to have a little bit of consistency in the garden. So eventually I do want to put a few more in this area down here. So I'll put some here, and then I'll have there and up there. And then as you look across here, I'll have a couple over here that I have already that I'll show you. And this area is so dry, and they've done really well. I mean, they do like to not be totally dried out. I probably should water these because they look a little dehydrated right now, but they still look great. And then this rock cress is right here, and it's just filled out so nicely. And like I said, this area is really dry, and so it's done really well too. So we'll have some here as we look in the yard, and over there and over here. And then the other 3, I've been trying to decide what to do in this spot. It's kind of tricky because it's kind of narrow. I know a lot of these garden beds are a little tight. I wish I would have made some of them a little bit bigger, but it's okay. I just need something small in this space, and I thought these are perfect. I like to plant annuals in here too, but I also feel like it needs a winter interest because otherwise it's just totally bare. And so I think these will be great. I'll just pop like 3 in. So I'll do 1, 2, 3 and have them kind of spaced out. They'll kind of look like my little boxwoods up here, but they won't get quite as big. And then I can plant annuals around them. And then once the annuals are done, I'll still have those plants as a base, and then they'll bring color in the spring, which will bring interest to this area as well. And then the annuals will take over again in the summer. So I think it'll be perfect. As you can see, everything's just really starting to fill in because we've had this like boom of heat. But we're about to get some rain. Let's get to planting those. I'll set them out and we'll take a look at them and just make sure that's what we want to do. Okay, yeah, I think that's the perfect thing to fill in this spot. And 3 is a good grouping. I'll probably pull this one down just a touch. And then the other blue star juniper right next to the other one, just to have a little bit of a mass, but it's a smaller space, so just a smaller grouping. Even though they're not quite as vibrant. I wish I would have had this one tucked a little lower, but It was up higher and I had to dig a little deeper. And then this big rock right here, you can barely see the edge of it. It goes clear back here. As I was digging, I was like, oh, I should think about that when I plant, start there and then move up. But I think they're spaced out pretty good. And I think they'll be really pretty next to this hardy geranium. This is the Boom Chocolata from Proven Winners, these 3 plants right here. And in the fall, they get nice and purple. And they'll have purple blooms on them this spring. And I think that'll be a pretty combination. So those 3 heather are there. And I'm so happy to have that space filled. I need to move some mulch around from the back and bring it forward because it kind of got mixed in a little bit as I did a little more digging than I thought I'd have to do. So let's go to the next spot and get those other 3 heather plants planted. On our way over, let's take a look at this. These tulips came up so fast. These never bloom. These are like mid-spring. And because of the heat, they came up super fast. Look how cute all those pink ones are there. Oh, love it with the purple and the yellow. But usually I have these pink ones blooming. And they're not quite as big this year or quite as vibrant in color, any of my tulips. And I think it is due to the heat. But yeah, they're rarely blooming at the same time or never. So it's kind of fun to see that. And then we'll give you another sneak peek of this too. Look how fun and happy that is. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I thought to do daffodils there. And I'm going to do them forever and ever because that just is so happy. I need more. So I'll pack it full. And then with the pink, so cute. I love it. Oh, and let's check out these General Sal. And let's check out these Mr. Sato. I'm glad they're purple. And this one's purple too. It makes me so happy because it matches. Look how cute these are. I love them. So adorable. So I couldn't be happier with this. This is probably my favorite one so far, but the pots by my shed haven't started blooming yet. But look how cute. And these are just packed full of blooms. So fun. This spot will be so much easier to plant in because it's flat. That is just kind of hard on that hill. So we're going to do the 3 here. So this area is also definitely lacking some spring interest. So I want to plant some of this along the rocks here. So I'll plant that one right there, and then I think I do want it a little further back. Okay, so I have some heather right here. Look how pretty it is. I just love it. And I have been looking at that for 2 months, literally. And then I have the Rockcress here, which I love. It's such a good combo. And so I think I want to put another one here. I had another plant here. It was like Johnny something, but it's just too hot here for it. It's ground cover. And that Rockcress did so well there. I'm going to put one here. And then we'll have kind of a little carpet of white with some greenery that I can plant some annuals around during the summer just to cover this area a little bit. I need to start thinking about covering little spots of my rocks, so we'll put one right here. Okay, so now we're in the front. That snow cap is right there. We'll take a closer look in a second. But I want white coming down these rocks. And the reason I want white is because I want to be able to play with tulip colors, and so white's a neutral base. I like having a neutral base, I decided. So I'm just gonna do 4. So I'll probably do one here, one there, and then one further down. and then I'll have some white in the spring to balance out the white that we have on this side. Let's look at that closer. This is the snow cap, and it's really pretty too. The flowers are more like this, like a starburst kind of, you know, whereas the other ones just has those 5 petals or 6 petals. So I like this one too. I can't decide which one I like better, but we're going with the Rockcress. Okay, those are done. I need to focus on this area fairly soon. Got some winter interest. I just really don't know what to plant here, but that is it for the Rockcress. Let's go in the back and look at the others. It looks so pretty on this side too. That'll be fun. I like having just that neutral base, and then I can plant any color that I want. Okay, we're starting to get more color here with tulips also. All the colors are kind of wild this year. Next year I want to switch up a little bit and be a little more planned. But look, cute. It's coming together. This yard's still young, but it's coming together. Thanks so much for watching me plant. First planting of the season, so fun. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.